Okay, this is the 3 Series BMW F30, and this is also the first ever Automotivania car review. So yeah, the model that is being tested today is the 320D in sport trim. So you get the extra red stick here and stuff, just so you know, and bolsters. So yeah, that is the first ever Automotivania review car. Let's see if it's any good. Some facts. So this F30 started in 2011 and went all the way up to 2019, and in 2018 it was replaced with its replacement model. It's not ancestor, descendant, what is that called? I don't know. It was replaced with the replacement model called the G20 in 2018. That's when that one came out, but they continued this for another year. The F30 goes F30, which is this normal saloon, F31, which I believe is the touring. I don't know if they do an F32, correct me if I'm wrong. F33, not sure. I know that I think the Grand Coupe version is called the... Oh no, F32 will be the 4 Series. And then F34 is the Grand Coupe, I believe. So yeah, it goes up, and then it goes F80 for some reason for the M3. So yeah, bit confusing. F30 and then F80. So yeah, reliability isn't as bad as I thought. I was expecting it to be quite bad because BMWs at the minute don't have the best reputation for being reliable. In fact, they're quite the opposite. But you've got to remember, this first came out in 2011, and that was back when BMW actually had quite a good reputation for their reliability and build quality. So yeah, I was actually quite surprised at how many of the owners thought that their reliability was very good. Like, the vast majority said that they hadn't had barely any issues, just the normal maintenance. Repair costs aren't really cheap, to be honest, but you don't have to worry about the cam belt because it doesn't have one. It's all chain driven, not belt. So yeah, bit of peace of mind there. Safety scored 5 out of 5 stars in the Euro NCAP safety test. This one is the sport trim, like I said, and it's spec'd up to have heated seats. It's the manual one. I prefer the manual one, to be honest, but most people prefer autos, don't they? Especially for the main reason that this will be driven, and that's up and down motorways. But yeah, that is the facts section of this video. Okay, so this is the exterior of the 320D. So here we have the lights, which unfortunately are not LED, apart from we've had aftermarket LED daytime running lights. And then it goes down to the kidney grills, famous for the BMWs. If you want, you can buy some trim for that. And then 17-inch alloy wheels there on the sport model, and wing mirrors here with Bosch written into them, same as the ones on the windscreen wiper. BMW engraved into the light there. And yeah, the back is just a very smart looking car, really. Not too flashy. It's subtle but sporty, and that's the way a car should be. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's get into the back. And there's someone in here. It's Mum again. Hello, Mum.
Hello.
So, leg room.
Loads.
Plenty of room. And that's with the seat fairly back as well. Headroom, what's that like?
Loads.
Loads. She's about 5'6", 5'7" ish. Just pull that down for me. That strap. Ooh. Ooh. And that's handy if you don't have a drink, because unlike in a lot of cars, these are automatically open and your elbow falls in a cup holder, which isn't very good. So yeah, nice and spacious in here. Tinted windows as well. Not exactly practical, but worth mentioning. You can adjust the headrests, and yeah, got a heating thing in here and a socket for lighters and whatever. Got some cubby nets for holding more sprays of some sort. Flu virus protection. And some more in there. So yeah, very nice in the back of the 3 Series. Morning. I'm just going to sleep in the boot. If you want a car that you can sleep in the boot of, this is a great choice. Maybe a Estate would be a bit better suited if you're rolling about a lot, but I reckon you can fit about 3 or 4 of me in here. Maybe more if you're all squished up. I don't know, 3. Row by row. So yeah, that is a very practical boot as well. You've got lots of nets and repair kits. And then this net here is actually very handy for holding wellies if you don't want mud to go flying around your boot. False floor, you lift it up and ooh, secret compartment. You can fit some shoes, some spray of some sort, and a picnic blanket if you want. So yeah, very good boot. You can fit about 9 bags of shopping and many BMW coats. Go. Okay, so this is the part of the video where we count cubby holders. 1. Well, not just cubby holders, but places that you can store things. For crumbs, another one. Sorry, camera lady's laughing. Fairly big. Not the largest, but I mean really not the largest at all actually, not great. 1, 2, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I think
there's one by the steering wheel on the driver's side.
One by the steering wheel and something that open up down there. So 10. Right, let's go to the back. 11 in here, that's 11. 12. No. 13, 14, 15, 16. Anything down there? Nope. So that's 16, 17, what was that? 17?
16.
16. 16 cubby holders. Very, very good. Let's move. Okay, so what is it like inside of the 320D? Very nice. Everything is posh feeling. Materials are of high quality. No hard, scratchy plastics that I can find, apart from down here where you're never going to put your fingers or hands. So yeah, everything's all nice and posh, like you expect from a BMW, really. Nice layout of the screens and stuff here. The steering wheel is nice and sporty feeling. Indicator stick is fine. Although if you have watched the Why BMW Drivers Don't Indicate, you'll know that it's a bit weird the way it works. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, then go watch that video. It was the first one ever uploaded, so it'll be quite easy to find. So this screen here is the iDrive infotainment screen, and it does quite a lot. So you've got CD multimedia if you want to use the CDs, radio, pick your radio station. The next one is telephone. It's all very easy to use as well, and not much lag at all. For a 2012 9-year-old car, I'm very impressed with how this works. So you've got all your contacts in there that you can ring. Again, contacts BMW services, which is BMW services. And then this is the one that's most handy, which is vehicle information. So you've got owner's handbook, where you can basically, if you can't be bothered to open the glove box and get that out, then you can do it on here, and it basically just gives you a thing where you can search for whatever you want to search. Your onboard computer, which is the car's life, like basically the information throughout its life, so it will say its average range, its average fuel consumption, and its average speed, and this is like throughout its life, so it's not in the journey, which is the next one. So while we're here, we're going to talk about fuel consumption, because it shows it us here. So on the journey that we did today, it was from Oxfordshire to Bedfordshire, and so it was a mix of extra urban and urban. So we did an average of 54.6 miles per gallon. So basically, when you're doing a mixed run, so things with town driving and not town driving, then your MPG, depending on how vigorous you drive, will be from about 52 to 56 is what we experienced the most. Average speed is shown on here, the distance that you've driven, the duration you've driven, and your departure time, that's all shown on there. It can reset automatically if you want after a certain amount of time, or you can just press this reset button. I know you can't see it because it's a bit far away, but what I'm on right now is a button that says reset. So yeah, it tells you that. When you're doing town driving, we normally get about late 40s MPG, and when you're doing an extra urban, just a motorway run, we normally see about 58, 59, 60 miles per gallon, which is very good. For a car with 184 brake horsepower and does 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds, I think that is quite good. This one is for vehicle status, which basically just tells you if there's anything wrong with the car. So you can go onto here to look when it needs a service and if everything's okay. Here is the check control. Sounds like something out of a NASA mission. Yeah, this is the Eagle to Houston check control. Is everything okay? Yes, there are no faults. That is what it says in here, no faults, which is always a good thing to hear. So basically we'll just tell you if anything has popped up on the screen over here. It will go onto here and it will tell you if anything's wrong with the car, which is very handy. So that's that. And then if you're a sciencey person that likes the science, you can hit on this mode, and it's called Efficient Dynamics. And it basically just tells you all the sciencey stuff of what's using the most air conditioning and power and fuel, so that you know how to be more economical. So yeah, it tells you all your sciencey stuff, like fuel gauge and stuff. And oh, dinner's here. Eco Pro tips. So yeah, it tells you a lot of handy things. So that is the interior of the car. Sporty red stitching throughout as well. So yeah, very nice. Okay, so what is the 320D like to drive in town? My first impressions are suspension's a bit on the firm side, but it's fine. But obviously I'm not driving, so I can't really tell you much. The person who can though is the driver and owner of this car, and it's my mum. So, Mum, what are your impressions of the comfort of this car? Is it comfortable?
It is.
Yep. Okay, what about the brakes? Are the brakes good?
Yep.
Okay. How light's the steering?
Very light.
Okay, so she likes it. Okay, we are now on a dual carriageway. So we're going to see what it is like for long distance cruising. We're just building up speed now, so we'll quite talky. It can pick up speed very well. The 0 to 60 time of this car is 7.5 seconds, so it's quite good. Okay, we've built up speed and we're going to stick at about this speed, I think, now. And on the good stretch of this road, it's very quiet. It's even quiet on the normal ones as well, but you've got to think, this is the sort of journey that this car is made for. It's made as a long distance cruiser. The refinement is good, it's quiet inside, wind noise is good, road noise is good. Are you happy with the refinement of the car, Mum?
Yep.
She's happy. I'm happy. Let's move on to the next bit. Okay, this is a twisty-ish road now. The twistiest one we can find really on the journey that we're making. Apart, well, when it's clear, we've been on some where it's traffic. So, what is it like? Well, it's a rear-wheel drive, so you know it's going to be fun. If you really wanted to, you can press that button down there and make it drift, but no. We've not got the most professional drifter in the car. You're not a professional drifter, are you? So yeah. How sporty does it make? Is it sporty?
I guess so. I don't know.
Fun? Yeah. Good. Okay. I mean, obviously it's fairly big, so it's not the most agile, but you can have some fun if you want to. You can press the little sport mode button. If you want to press it twice, you can go into extra sport plus, and it makes you drift because it turns off the traction control. But no, this is perfectly fine, and it's all sportiness you're ever going to need, really. Again, sportiness, back roads and motorways is what this car is made for. It's a BMW and it's a saloon executive car. But no, impressive. In fact, it's impressive in every single way of driving. So, that is the end of the first ever Automotivania review of 3 Series F30. So, this is my personal verdict. I think it is a great all-rounder. It's efficient, it's fast, it's fun, it looks good, it's practical, perfect blend of everything. I rate it 9 out of 10, I think. Camera lady, also known as owner and driver, also known as my mum. Do you like it?
Yes, I do. I love it.
You glad that you got it?
Yep.
And what do you rate it out of 10, Mother?
8, 9. Between 8 and
89
9.
out of 10.
8, between 8 and 9.
So she rates it 8.5. Right, thanks for watching Automotivania. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do that YouTube things that they always tell you to do. And you'll be alerted when we next do either a top 5 video, a review, any sort of video. And you can look forward to reviews of an Audi S3. You can look forward to reviews of a Ford S-Max, Igo, camper van, BMW 525D, all of that, all coming. Make sure you subscribe so you're alerted when that happens. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one. Bye.